So now we're going to hide up all the bodies. I'm just going to turn bodies off because we need to get inside this. I'm going to hide one side of my arms. I'm going to hide the left-hand side. And we can bring in our M12 by 45. So I'll drag that one in. As in a best practice, get it roughly rotated into the position that's going to be. And now we'll put the joint on. So J, center point of that. Make sure we selected this face, center point of that. Okay. Now this is going to be a rigid joint. It's going to be locked in place. Wherever you see sort of this icon, there is a rigid joint which locks those 2 points together. They can't, and there's no movement between those two parts because this will be sandwiched directly to the left arm. So while we're here, we might put on that joint as well. So J, we might do this face in the center. We'll turn on that left arm. Choose that face in the center. And there'll be a rigid joint. So they're locked to each other when they sort of sandwich that bolt between them. Now this assembly, we'll call this a sub-assembly. So these three components, which now will move together as one, they will, I turn the body back on, they will pivot on this bolt. So I'm just going to turn the left or the right plate on. I'm going to do a joint now. Usually bodies will grey out as soon as you start creating that joint. So we're going to create a joint between this component and turn it around, this part here. Now there's 0.5 mil gap between those. So we need to put in a gap here, 0.5. We need to retain that gap. And before we hit OK, we're just going to go to motion. And where it says rigid, we're going to change that to revolute. You can see it will spin. So it gives you a preview of what it's going to do. You can set a maximum and minimum on this. We won't at this point, but we say OK. Now, because these other parts are all locked together, they will also move on that. So if I shift it, they should all move together. Whenever you move a part like I just have, it will tell you what angle it's been set to. And you can choose whether to capture the position or revert it. In this case, I'm just going to hit revert. This is the first of our movement joints. I'm going to turn off that left plate again. And these components will also have revolute joints through them as well. So, J for joint. It's going to turn off left arm, this face here. In the camera angle where we can see, and this face here. And it's remembered that I want a revolute joint on there. So that preview motion again, revolute on the Z axis in this case. So a next joint. So I might turn off that first linkage just so I can select this face here. This one was also a revolute joint. It doesn't have to be, but just turn that spacer off. We'll create another joint between here. Turn the spacer back on again. And the spacer. So it will be a revolute joint. And you could make another one between here and here, but because they're all revolute joints, they're all jointed now, they'll all be connected to each other.